those of you who already use ClassMon would already know that you can create a transition statement. So by clicking transition statement, it automatically compiles the statement for you based on all the data that you have entered throughout the year. And you can print that out to paper, or you can, if you wish, generate a PDF file by choosing the Generate PDF option from the menu. One option we've just added, and this is for those that don't want the full transition statement. So you can see here we just looked at the Victorian version. We also have the generic version, but the generic version is also based on the Victorian version. It just doesn't have the logo and any text related to the Victorian Department of Education. Now, the reason it's based on the Victorian is because no other state in Australia has actually defined one template. So we've gone with the Victorian so that you're welcome to use that if you need to produce a transition statement. Now, we've been contacted by a number of services that like the idea of a transition statement, but they also want to be able to produce a transition type report, not just at the end of the year, but maybe during the year, so an interim report based on the learning outcome summaries. So we'll just now look at where we put that information in. If we look in transition, the tab for Adam, you can see we have all the different tabs which then generate that information in the full transition statement. So we have the cover page information, the part 2 based on the Victorian, then the learning outcomes, and then a last page which has the child's interest and additional information. What we've done is we've just added a new report which only collects this learning outcome information. So for each child, if you click on transition and go straight to the learning outcome tab, then you can put in summary information here for each of the learning outcomes. And you've even got access to these buttons here, which can help you write your learning outcomes or learning outcome summary. You've got access to all the outcome information. You write your summaries, and then when done, you just produce a transition summary report. This is quite a nice one-page report for each child that just contains a summary of the learning outcomes.